I have got lots going on today. We're getting ready to do a really big Christmas arrangement. I want to be able to use some of these floral picks that I pick up from Michael's. I'm all about doing things inexpensively. I look for sales. I look for the 60% off coupons. I got these for 99 cents a stem. They were normally $2.50 a stem. That's when I stock up. But when you're trying to use these in arrangements, sometimes they're just too big and bulky. They don't bend the right way. They don't end up the right spot. So I take mine apart. It's really easy. All this is floral tape. It's just like this. You can buy this right at Michael's. You'll want to get a roll of this and have it ready all the time because this comes in really handy in floral design. So what I do is I pull my stems apart. Just rip straight out like that into pieces. Once I rip those apart, I use some of the craft sticks. I always seem to have craft sticks around the house. Put that on there. Use your floral tape. This tape is a little bit waxy. It is not sticky like a normal tape, so I don't want you to take it out of the package and think there's something wrong with it. What happens is when you start wrapping it, you're going to give it a gentle tug as you wrap. And when you do that, it kind of releases that sticky waxiness that's in the tape. And you'll feel it. It'll actually start feeling a little bit sticky underneath your fingers. It sticks to itself wonderfully. I'm just going to go in a little spiral here. I missed a spot, and I want that to show in my mechanics of my arrangement. You can see I'm just tearing it off and going back over. I'm going to go down just far enough so I can be sure that he doesn't show when I stick them into the arrangement. And that's it. Give it a gentle press as you're tearing it off, and it holds really well, just like tape. Oh, this will be far enough down in the arrangement that you're not going to see this part of it, and by disguising this with the green, it's going to mix right in with the greens in our arrangement, and it's not even going to show. So that's how I'll extend those. I'll finish those in a minute. I also want to add some pine cones into my arrangement. For the pine cones, I use floral wire. Again, this is one of those things you kind of want to have in your toolbox. They're not expensive. Pick them up at Michael's. Use one of those 50 or 60% off coupons, and they'll last you for quite a while. These are definitely what you'll need for making bows, and we'll do that in another video. Okay, so I take my wire, bend it in half, and then I just find a spot near the bottom of my pine cone where I can work that in between the cone. Take my two pieces there and give it a good twist. Okay. Now, this is a pretty stout floral wire, but as you can see with the weight of that pine cone, it's not stout enough. So what I'm actually going to do, I know in my arrangement I want it kind of low. I'm going to put this probably right above my bow in my arrangement. So I'm actually going to bend my wire in half. Okay, and once I bend that in half, I'm going to go back to that floral tape again. And I'm just going to start twisting. Give it a little bit of a tug as you twist. Get it started there. Come on now. The weight of that pine cone is top heavy. He's fighting me. Can you see that gentle tug that I'm doing as I go? And just keep twisting it right on around. Twist, twist, cover up all my mechanics. Keep that wire together. And I don't have to go all the way to the bottom because that's going to be going into floral foam. I'm going to pinch that real hard at the bottom, and that way I'll be able to jab that into my floral foam. That gives it a little bit more stability now by doubling up that wire, and that'll hold into my bouquet nicely. And again, once I have that down in the greens, that's not going to show. You never want your mechanics to show. So stick around because we're about to use these hydrangeas. We're going to use some roses and make a nice, beautiful Christmas centerpiece.